Good day, friends. This is Dr. Rene Joseph Bulizer. In this segment, we'll be talking about a lot of life issues affecting us locally, internationally, and globally. You know, every time we celebrate the so-called pro-life month in the month of February, there are a lot of things we need to know. Why? Because, of course, last December 17, 2012, it was the month and day when RS Bill was passed. 4 days after, RS Bill was signed, and last January 17, RS Bill became officially as a law. So, of course, all of us Filipinos might be asking and wondering, now what? After RS Bill was passed and now implemented into law, what do and can we expect from this law? Many would be asking, are we already in a hopeless case after we lose the battle in the last 14 years against RS Bill? My answer to that could be mixed, considering, already that before the year ends, bill on divorce, bill on abortion, and the bill on gay union or gay marriages are surely to be filed within this year, specifically once the 16th Congress will open by July 2013. Shall we see the anti-life congressmen, the anti-church lawmakers are bent to have this filed and to have this passed before we celebrate Christmas 2013. So that is just one of the scenarios which we will expect in the coming months. That's why as we celebrate Pro-Life Month in this month of February, it's about time we have to recall, make a deeper assessment, especially on how far we have come, on how deeper we have done to really outsmart this so-called culture of death and win back our mind and hearts of every individual, especially for us Filipinos, to win back the culture of life. This is very important. Pro-Life Month. If you see Pro-Life Month, that's why, the church here in Cebu initiated the so-called Red Ribbon Campaign. The Red Ribbon Campaign is done to help us remind that the war is not over, that the crusade is not over, the fight must go on. Not only for this Pro-Life Month, but for the coming months. Not only this year, but for the coming years to go. That's why, symbolically, once if you put on the red ribbon in your car, in your bags, in the gates of your homes, in the churches, or any establishment, it means to say you are a firm believer of life, that you respect life, that you are with the church teachings on the sanctity of life, and you also value the sanctity of marriage. That's why we encourage you, my dear young people, and all of us, put red ribbon in your cars, in your tricycle, in your multi-cabs, whatever car you have, put something red there. Red means life. Why life? Because blood is life. Look at when we celebrated the canonization of San Pedro Calungsod. Practically the entire Cebu was colored red. Again, why we use the color red? To represent martyrdom, blood of martyrs. And blood means life. That's why, again, for the entire month of February, let us celebrate life. Let us put on red ribbon in our homes, in our gates, in our cars, and even in your bags. Wherever you go, it means to say, you are with us in the defense of faith, in the defense of life. You are with us in our campaign to sustain our efforts that we Filipinos, not only Catholics, but to our brother Muslim, to our brother, those in other denominations, we all respect life. We are for marriage We say no to abortion. We say no to divorce. We say no to gay marriages or gay unions. All other countries have gone into this scenario already. To recall, last third Sunday of January last month was the biggest March for Life in United States of America. The biggest. Estimates say there were about 500,000 Americans, black and whites, who trooped in front of the Capitol Hill near the White House. What are these people doing in the very cold morning of that day? They were there because America was celebrating the 40th year of the legalization of abortion. 40 years when the Roe versus Wade decision of the Supreme Court allowed the legalization of abortion. That was the faithful January 25, 1973. 1973 minus 2013, 40 years of legal abortion in America. Maybe some of you have gone to America, have relatives in America. You can ask them, now what? After 40 years of abortion, legalized abortion. And do you know, conservatively, how many American babies were butchered? How many unborn babies were killed in the name of human rights, in the name of women's rights? 40 million Americans were butchered. 40. That's why if I have to use your calculator, you can say, wow, 40 years of legal abortion in America. 40, meaning to say 48, not only 40 million, but 48 million unborn innocent babies were butchered, were killed. You divide it into per year. 1,200,000 babies were killed every year. You divide it into per day. 365 days in 1 year. 3,287 babies are killed every day. Divided by 24 hours, 137 innocent babies, American babies, are killed every hour. Legal abortion. Because if you go to America, the same in Canada, the same in Europe, the same in Japan, the same in other countries like Australia and New Zealand, it's you, mother, who decide for the faith of your own child. If you say, I don't like this child anymore because my husband, my boyfriend left me, I cannot handle this child anymore, I cannot have her born because, financially I'm stable, etc. Then, that's one of the reasons why you can have your child aborted. Warning! Why? Because, remember, all countries worldwide that have legalized abortion, any country you can mention, they all started with the promotion of contraceptives, the use of condoms, the use of IUD, the use of Depo-Provera. All of these were contributory to the legalization of abortion later on. Why? It's very simple. Because no contraceptives prove it is 100% effective in the prevention of ovulation. As a result, you can see skyrocketing numbers of unplanned pregnancy, unwanted pregnancy. As a result, they all subjected to legal abortions. And while most of Americans now, they say, oh, abortion in this country is too much. Abortion in this country, we have to put an end to this foolishness, to this ungodly crime that we did or we against humanity. While most Americans now want to stop abortion, here we are in the Philippines. And I'll tell you, I have to warn you, tell me I'm wrong, before this year ends, many organizations, side by side with the pro-RH congressmen and senator, they will be the one to ask and clamor for the legalization of abortion in this country. Because they say, wow, can you imagine? 11 to 15 mothers are dying every day because of complications of pregnancy, complications of delivering a baby or delivering a child, complications of everything. Now, to spare the mothers who will die, 15 or 14 or 11 mothers dying every day because of all of this, then we have to go for legal and safe abortion. What did they say? 11 to 15 mothers in this country are dying because of unsafe abortion. Why do mothers commit abortion? Simply because they don't have access to medically safe abortion. Terrible. And again, warning, Philippines, we will be in that stage. Soon, mother of months, not mother of years. That will be our direction. And in relation to the RH law, you say RH law, what do you expect with RH law? Starting 2013, by the school year 2013-2014, by June of this year, they will start to implement very dangerous, amoral, comprehensive sex education from grade 6 up to 4th year. And with the new curriculum now, the so-called K-12, even more years added. Sex education, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. That's why it's so funny to think. If you want to become a pharmacist, you will just 4 years. If you want to become an accountant, just 4 years. If you want to become a midwife, maybe 3 years. But sex education for more than 5 years, for more than 6 years. What will our children learn from the schools? And worse, nobody will talk about the morality of it. So even the first few days, when they start talking about the comprehensive sex education, and remember, the modules to be used are not made by the Department of Health in this country, the Department of Education in this country, side by side with the church. No, it's all made in America. So you can just say all the graphics there that can destroy the minds and hearts, the character, behavior of our young Filipinos. Careful, you parents. Careful, you owners of private schools. Everybody will become victims, not only your children, not only your child. Amen? We will go back with other more very important issues of life when we come back.